They investigated haunted houses, cursed dolls, and demonic possessions. Some called them heroes, others called them hoaxers. But one thing's for sure, Ed and Lorraine Warren changed the way we talk about the paranormal. This is the story of America's most famous ghost hunters. Ed Warren was born in 1926 in Bridgeport, Connecticut. He claimed he grew up in a haunted house, footsteps, whispers, cold spots, the whole deal. Lorraine Warren, born in 1927, said she had psychic abilities from childhood. She could see auras around people, though the nuns at her Catholic school told her to keep quiet. They met as teenagers, fell in love during World War II, and got married in 1945. Ed was in the Navy, Lorraine was just 17. They had one daughter, Judy, and started life as a humble middle-class couple. Ed as a painter, Lorraine a homemaker. Their paranormal journey started with haunted house paintings. Ed would paint spooky old homes, then Lorraine would knock on the door and ask if the place was really haunted. If it was, they'd investigate. By 1952, they founded the New England Society for Psychic Research, or NESPR, the oldest ghost hunting organization in the US. Ed, a self-taught demonologist, and Lorraine, a clairvoyant and trance medium, investigated thousands of hauntings, always rooted in their Catholic faith. Let's talk about some of their most famous and controversial cases. Annabelle the doll, 1970. A Raggedy Ann doll said to be possessed by a demonic spirit. It reportedly moved, wrote notes, and scratched people. The Warrens locked it in their occult museum in a case labeled Positively Do Not Open. The Perron Family Haunting, 1971. A farmhouse in Rhode Island plagued by ghosts and a spirit named Bathsheba. This case inspired The Conjuring, 2013. Lorraine held seances there. The real family claimed many of the events shown in the movie were true. The Amityville Horror, 1976, possibly their most famous case. The Lutz family fled their house in Amityville, NE, saying it was haunted after a mass murder there. The Warrens investigated and claimed it was a demonic presence. But skeptics? They said the whole thing was a hoax. Even the Lutz's own lawyer later said it was made up. The Enfield Poltergeist, 1977. In England, young girls claimed a spirit was throwing things and speaking through them. The Warrens visited. Lorraine said it was demonic, but local researchers said the girls faked much of it. Still, it became The Conjuring 2. The Warrens were loved by believers and slammed by skeptics. Groups like the New England Skeptical Society said their evidence was full of holes. Some families later said their stories were exaggerated or even invented. But Ed and Lorraine always stood by their work. They said they never charged for private cases and truly wanted to help people facing evil. Their cases inspired books like The Demonologist and horror franchises like The Conjuring universe, which includes The Conjuring 1, 2, 3, Annabelle the Nun, The Curse of La Llorona. Lorraine consulted on the Conjuring films and even visited the set. Vera Farmiga, who played her, said she was in awe of her. Even today, their museum is a hotspot for ghost hunters and thrill seekers. Annabelle is still locked in that case, and yes, people still joke about her escaping. Ed passed away in 2006. Lorraine followed in 2019 at age 92. Their daughter Judy and son-in-law Tony now run NESPR. So, were Ed and Lorraine Warren brave defenders against evil? Or clever storytellers? Maybe both. Either way, they left behind a chilling legacy, one that keeps us asking, do you believe?